Alright, hello everybody. This is the bus driver and I'm here to take you to school. We're back with some more NHL 17 franchise mode here with your Chicago Blackhawks in year 6. We are 20-13-5. That's good enough for second in our division. We've got a killer offense here, and one of my questions I've been asking lately is how do we improve that defense? We're lacking here in defense. Ulevi's doing fine, but we could really use at least 2 top 4s, if not a top 2. And one of the things is we have in abundance here is offensive players, and offensive players taking up a lot of cap. So one of my ideas here has been to move Kuznetsov away, so that way we could free up some cap space and maybe pick up that true top 2 defenseman. And one of the names, again, if you guys mentioned the comments, you can get your say in here with the team. One of the comments is, why don't you look at Noah Hanifin? So I'm going to do that for us right now. We are probably not going to make it to we're not going to go past the trade deadline here, I don't think. But let's just see. Noah Hanifin is 90 overall at 24. So it's hard to imagine them trading him, right? Like, he's just a hell of a good player here. I can see him trading Pence or Slavin, but really we don't need either of them. What's Hanifin on? He's got a 2-year deal here. He's a top 4 only for some reason. That's interesting. But even if we were to go after him, actually, here's the way to tell. Would be, what do they have for forwards? Do they have a lot of good ones? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 forwards, and that's it. So I could definitely see them, actually 5 here. Timo Teravainen, 5. Yeah, so they've got 5 and 85, and that's it. Like, that's brutal. Julien Gauthier didn't really grow for them. Like, they've got forwards here, but they don't really have... Like, here, let's take a look. So Stuart Skinner's their number 1, Lindholm's their number 2, and Rask is their number 3. Like, that's not the worst first line. Playmaker, sniper. Like, that I'm sure is a great first line. But after that, you got Stahl and Smirnov. Not Smirnov, Teravainen. Like, it's not great. And then Papaguev and Zykov. Like, those are not huge names here. And if we look at them, Stahl has got 17 points. Teravainen's got, what's that, 25? That's not bad. And then Zykov's got 14. Like, those aren't huge numbers. So I could see them. Oh man, it's hard to imagine them trading their best defenseman for Kuznetsov. Like, they want him. Well, look at that trade difference. We would need to throw in here at least a first, if not more. Maybe just a second. How would that go? That could work. That'd be good salary cap wise, but that'd be close. They're hopeful, so really, I don't see them wanting Kuznetsov like that. Like, that's a hard one to imagine going through from their side, right? Like, yeah, you want a good forward, but they don't have enough defensemen to, have that luxury. So I like the idea. Maybe we'll take another look at it closer to the trade deadline. It's just I find that trade really hard to imagine a team wanting to do. So let's carry on here in January. We'll go pretty much up to the trade deadline in this episode, as long as injuries don't hurt us. A second for Rusu. That's not really. We know we can get a second for Rusu. That's never been in question. We know that's something that can happen. Philip Berglund. Depth defenseman. 77, not really. He was close to being worth it, but Rusu is second and Kubina for a first. Ooh, and a second. You know what? That one kind of intrigues me. Rusu's not playing for us on the main team. How old is Rusu again? He's 24 at 84. And then Kubina, power forward at 20 years old. He was our first round pick 2 years ago. He's a top 6 potential. His stats aren't the worst. What's his, oh yeah, we don't even have him signed yet, that's why. For a Winnipeg Jets first, they are 18, 15, and 5. That's, no, not yet. Nope, not yet. I do want to trade Rusu. I'm hoping we can flip him for a defenseman. It's kind of my hope. No. And I do have hope in some of our first round picks. I gotta hope some of them will grow. We had a bad game there against Minnesota, it looks like. Bunch of, oh no, okay, it was a good game. Alright, I just saw multiple morale changes down. So that was a little interesting, but... 22-13-5 is not bad. Ooh, overtime loss there, and a shootout loss, that hurts. Rusu for 2/3. No thank you. I think we do have to look at a trade here for Rusu. Like, we have to get rid of him. We might as well get the most value out of him. The Burge has got back spasms. Actually, that's something I should look at too. How's our AHL team doing? So that way we can see how our guys are growing. There we go. Put D'Souza in. Oh. Alright, D'Souza. For some reason he's playing defense. But, it's probably because we only have 5 guys there on defense, but that's okay. We need some depth here. We just have so much cap space locked up into players. Oh, and Tyson Barrie broke his nose. He's out for 3 weeks. And this is where it gets scary, guys. We've got Hayden Fleury here on the first line now with Eo Levy. We'll move Jarrett up. This is why we need a defenseman. So we need at least like an 85 guy. So maybe we swap Rusu for some depth defense. I think at a minimum we've got to do that. So you know what? I'm gonna go to the end of the month. Then I'm gonna look at that trade for sure. To do something like that. Okay, let's go defenseman here for a bit. I think Rusu for a good 85 overall defenseman. I think that's something we could do. Okay, actually, I should see how our Rockford team's doing here. The Burge, there you go. In you go. 14, 17, 5, so not doing the best. We've got a lot of overtime losses here. Bloomstrand hurt his foot. He's out till the end of the month as well. Luckily, we've got lots of depth here. Forwards-wise, like, it's ridiculous the amount of depth we've got. Nico Hischier an 83 still. We're hoping he grows a little more. Ooh, lost there to Columbus in the East. Okay, Carolina's got the same record as us. Ooh. Yeah, so I don't see Carolina making that kind of trade. Hannafin's helping them win. Like, I find it really hard to think they do that. Like, yeah, sure, Montreal did that with swapping defensemen, but they got, you know, they had plenty of defensemen too. Like, it's real hard to find a balance here. Okay, it was Tyson Barrie back. Yes, good. Get him back in. We didn't do too bad while he was gone. We went decline. Carolina wants Rusu. Interesting. We went, since he got hurt, we went 1, 2, 1, and 2, 2, and like 3. So that was a interesting record. But let's head here to the All-Star break. Show off all of the team stats. Maybe see a team that it definitely needs can give up some of their experienced guys. Bloomstrand's back as well. Oh no, not From. No, From. Oh no, From is the one I want to take out. Sorry, not him. Here we go. Bloomstrand goes back in. Come on, big win against Colorado. Ooh, no such luck. Rusu and Sakic. No, thank you. 24-69. We still have a decent record here. We've had a couple bad individual performances, clearly. And Steve's has got an injured knee. McCormick actually might be worth a look here next year at 78 overall. He's growing. Okay, let's get D'Souza in. None of our AHL guys are really happy right now. That's not a good sign. It's probably all the losing. Alright. So we're still second behind Dallas. by 3 points, ahead of St. Louis by 1, but then ahead of Winnipeg by 10. So we're looking okay there. Let's see, point-wise, who's leading our team? Patty Kane with 41 and 48. Ovechkin's got 39 and 46, so he's doing well there on the first line. Kuznetsov, the guy we're looking to trade here, he's got 39 on the second line. Nolan Patrick, 39 on the second line. Taves, 36. If anything, we should be looking to trade Taves, to be honest. If anything. Panarin's got 31 on the second line. Willie Nee's got 27 on the third. Bloomstrand's got 22 on the third. Hischi's got 18 on the third. That's not bad. Nolan Patrick and Kuznetsov are negatives. Our fourth line's a negative. Okay. But defensively, actually, we're not doing that bad. Like, our third line's doing poor, but that's about it. Our fourth line, sorry. In net, Scoville's got a 2.88. That's not good. But Matt Murray's shutting it down here. 2.4 goals against. Decent save percentage. 5 shutouts. Alright, not the worst. Let's go look at the whole league for you guys here in the All-Star break. So, leading the league in wins. Let's do wins, yeah. Korpisalo with 27. He's rocking it in Columbus. 91 overall. Turnbaum. That's Dallas's goalie. He's killing it. 26 wins. Other than that, any new names? Stuart Skinner, Thatcher Demko. Okay, Scott Darling. Scott Darling, actually, in Carolina's doing well. Okay. Interesting. In terms of shootouts, let's see here. Who's leading the league? 7 by Robin Lehner. 88 overall. Matt Murray's actually not far behind. Alright. Next is defenseman. Who is leading in points? 43 points for PK Subban. 42 for Carlson. Not bad. New names. Samurakov. There's a new name. Dmitry Samurakov in Vancouver. He's got 33. Alright, who's leading in goals? Eric Carlson with 15. Quack Quack with 15. Sorry, Carlson has 17. Denisov, there's a new name out of, Florida. They've got an 89 over there. You know what? Florida might be a team that needs a forward. I'll go look at them. Okay, other than that, let's go forwards. So remember to look at Florida. They usually have a lot of defensemen. Points, 64 by Connor McJesus. He's just crushing it. Let's see, any new names? Yakupov's not usually in this conversation, but he is this time. Dalcal's getting in there. 90 overall now. He grows. Goals. Tarasenko with 30. Any new names here? Marchand doesn't usually get that many goals, but he's here. Other than that, nothing really special. Okay. Corey Perry's still a goal-scoring machine there at 86. Good, so there you've seen how players are doing here at the All-Star break. Let's just see. Florida usually has a lot of goalies. Let's just take a look. Not goalies, sorry, defensemen. Jeez. Okay, let's look at their defensemen here. So they got these two. That's their 1-2. So probably not looking to trade either of them. Although Ekblad's injured. Other than that, they don't really have anyone else. Brett Belize is over there. Okay, so really they don't have anyone that they'd be willing to trade here. Ekblad, of course, not as a righty, and Denisov's their lefty. So no, they're keeping that 1-2 punch. Especially probably at the nothing they're paying him at. 7.5 and nothing? Yeah, okay. They probably wouldn't trade Pissick either. They have no one else otherwise. So, okay, we can probably cancel out them. But Carolina really wants a goalie. So, I know we already looked at them. They don't have a top 2, but do they have a top 4 guy that we might be able to sneak away? Slavin or Pence or McNabb. That's 3 guys. So I'm sure one of them they'd be willing to give up. Their cap hits are a little too high for my liking. Now I guess it comes down to we want Pence or McNabb or Slavin. So righty, lefty, lefty. You know what? Pence would be the best one. 2 years brings him to 29. Maybe we get them to hold some cap here. Then we move Rusu over. Bohinski, if he grows, man, that would be great. He's already 71. Okay, so not an even trade just yet, but if I can get them to hold half of his salary, a 2 mil cap hit on 86, that'd be great. We're still over the salary cap, so that's dangerous. We'd almost need to move. We almost need to move Kuznetsov first, or Nylander, or Panarin, or someone. Someone's got to move first. Panarin's only making 5.6. I like that deal. Like, to be honest, our biggest problem here is Kuznetsov 7.75 for 4 more years. But he's, what was it, second on our team right now? This is the part that gets tricky here. So I know a lot of teams want him. What if we got a defenseman of the future for him? That's not a terrible idea. What about a team that's in the playoff hunt and has a defenseman that's... Actually, you know what? Even Anaheim's got a couple defensemen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They could give up like Vatanen or Theodore. Do they have a lot of money on their deals? 5 mils? Yeah, we don't want that. Okay. Let's see, what other teams here? Smith, yeah, he could grow, but I don't really want to risk it for the biscuit on him. D'Angelo would be nice, but he's their number 2 defenseman. Probably not trading him. Okay, Baston. They have almost no one. Looking for someone who might be good in the future kind of thing. Mainly so we can free up cap space. Bogosian, 4 mil, no. And again, we can't take on a lot of money. That's the other tricky part. We can't take a lot of money. Columbus, you got anyone? Dennis Savard, actually. You might not give him up, but Seth Jones is only a 1-year deal. Would they move him? Probably not. What's their record? No, they're not moving anyone. They're not moving a core piece, and they didn't really have any defensemen rookies. How about here in Calgary? No, doesn't look like it. Colorado doesn't really want them. Cal Foot's a 90 overall. Are you kidding me? Look at that guy go. Dallas would want him. I'd rather not trade him to our competition, and they don't really have anyone to entice me. Detroit wouldn't be bad. They've got 3 guys here. Do they have? Yeah, they have big contracts too, but they're only 1 years. We kind of just need a rental, to be honest, for Rusu. We're trading Rusu for a rental, essentially. Is there anyone with just like a super cheap deal somehow? Florida probably wouldn't make a trade. Yeah, they don't really have any guys of the future here. I'm looking for like that, you know, good defenseman who's young and someone who's not on a rebuild. Martinez and Forward. Actually, one of them might not be bad. Or Redding Cop. Nope, not liking any of those. Like, this is the hardest part here, is trying to find... Ooh, there you go. Josefson. 61 overall defenseman. If he's a righty... Oh, he's a lefty. That's not the worst, though. Okay, so consider Minnesota's Josefson. Kind of liking that idea. They're not really looking for that kind of trade, though. So that's a hard one to pull off. Shea Weber, how many years do you have left? 7? 7 mil, 5 years left. Oh my lord. That is a bad. Sergachev actually wouldn't be a terrible deal, although he is 23 already. He is already 23. And yeah. We could get Sergachev for a swap there for Rusu. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Actually, Liljegren might be one who could be swapped to. Oh, Merrill and Santini. Nope. Joyzy, actually both of them would make that trade too. Okay. Okay, so far I'm seeing Sergachev, that wouldn't be a bad deal, and Liljegren. I could see them trading them for Kuznetsov. Dahlin wouldn't be bad at 21 years of age. 2 years left. You're kind of taking a risk on some of these guys, hoping they grow. Kind of just want someone who doesn't have a huge cap hit. Everyone's got such a huge cap hit here. Nope, not looking at them. Philly, how are you looking here? We got Ian Proporov, who's not really growing for them. We've got a pretty decent cap hit as well. Pittsburgh, I don't think has any. Jokela, I guess. Would they be trading him? 22 and 18. I don't see them trading Jokela. They're not that great of a team right now. What about one of these guys? 3 mil, still a high cap hit. We're just so stretched by this cap here. We've got like 2 mil to work with. St. Louis, I'd rather not trade someone to St. Louis. Yeah, no, don't want to. Rather not get Kuznetsov to rock our ass. I really think it's going to come down to just those 2 players. Jack Johnson. 4 mil for 3. Yeah, nope. Vancouver, how about you? No one really in terms of prospects. And Winnipeg, how about you? Not really. And the Capitals, the last one. Any luck? Carlson, Shattenkirk, Bowie, and Hjalmarsson. You could bring back Hjalmarsson. Try to get them to hold half his salary. That'd be funny. We just trade him over there just to take him back. Yeah, because they've got 5 guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't even take Niskanen or Orlov. The problem is they're paying them 4 mil plus. Give Kuznetsov back to them. That'd be funny. They could definitely use them. Ooh, they could. Especially without... Yeah, and they've got a winning record. So, actually, you know what? Kuznetsov? Not even Kuznetsov, just... If we brought Niskanen over... Does he have 1 year left? That'd be even better. He's got 3. Which isn't great for a 35-year-old. But if we could bring back Hjalmarsson... Let's see, how would this rank up here? Bring back Hjalmarsson. Get them to hold half his salary. I think we're holding half his salary, aren't we? And then we're asking them to hold his other half. That'd be funny. Washington would be over the cap. I see. This is a tough one. Okay. Probably not. So I think our main choice here is Jersey or Montreal. And we trade off for Sergachev, which doesn't look that great. Or Liljegren, which also doesn't look that great. But maybe we don't need to move any of them. We just move... no, not rookie skaters, goalies. Maybe we just move Rusu. Yeah, and Joyzy wants them. Okay, I don't know why. Probably to replace Mason. But him for Liljegren? We could maybe make that work. Wouldn't be pretty. Make him hold half his salary. That doesn't really help much. Okay, We're just so tight on the salary cap, guys. I can see us trading Rusu for a second easily, maybe even a first if we throw in our second. But let's move up to the trade deadline here. You guys can give me more comments here because I'm finding it so hard to get a quality defenseman here that really makes sense for a trade. And we're just so close to that salary cap. Like everyone's. That's kind of one of the problems with this game is everyone gets close to the salary cap by the end of it. And that's just, I guess, you know, in order to win guys in free agency, you offer them a lot of money or you offer them a long deal that looks bad in the future. I think Rusu for a second is not the worst. Trade him off to a losing team. Maybe make that second into a first somehow. Jets first and third. That's not the worst. Yeah, we'll look at it. We're doing well though here, even without a defenseman. We're 27, 17, and 9. Like maybe the defense isn't all it's cracked up to be here. Maybe our guys are good enough. Martinson for Carpendale. Who the heck is Carpendale and Martinson? Carpendale is 22. Okay. 63. He is 31. No, thank you. But he is 81 overall. But no, we don't really need a exit. We don't really need a forward. We have plenty of them. Ooh, come on. Yeah, big wins here. This firepower is just crushing it. Ooh, Ryan McDonough. Did we check what overall he is? If he's like an 86, I'm gonna find this trade hard to. Oh, he's a 90. Oh Lord. What's his contract? 1 year left? Oh Lord, this is just too close to exactly perfect. Huh. We get that top two. If he's a righty. Ooh, he's a lefty. Oh, that's hard to decide. We're giving up Kuznetsov, who's one of our highest scorers. What is he, a 40-point scorer? 40-point scorer. He's a +0. Oh, this is a hard one. And Rusu essentially makes it... Oh, my Lord. It's Kuznetsov and Rusu for McDonough and a third. So essentially these two cancel each other out. Give or take. These cancel each other out. And then these cancel each other out. That's hilarious. And actually... There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Those cancel each other out. Those cancel each other out. And then those cancel... Ooh, this is close. If I can get them to hold some salary, I think I'd take this deal. Let's put McDonough back in there. I want to make him hold some salary here. There we go. If they'll hold half his salary too. Ooh. Ooh, this is a tricky one. We've been firing on all cylinders here, but defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. How old is McDonough? He's 32, so he's still good for another couple of years if we want to keep him. They're a rebuilding team, which is why they want Kuznetsov. And Rusu. This is essentially the perfect trade. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Damn, I've never had such a fair trade before. And they need him because they have, like, no one forward-wise. He'd be out there with Zabinajad. Okay. How does their defense look without him? McDonough. Yeah, they're essentially in rebuild mode. I don't know why they signed Edler. Maybe they were hoping at the beginning of the year they'd do well. Oh, and this would move. This would move down to the second. Fuck, what's our defenseman's name? I can't even remember right now. I'm just mind flooded. This is ridiculous. It'd move Ulivi down, which isn't the worst thing. Oh Lord. That would move Rusu off our books. That'd move Kuznetsov off our books. Oh man. Okay, let's do it. Accepted. Oh man. All right. Where's our defenseman? Okay. Okay, we don't need all these guys, so let's go. Confirm you down. Okay. Let's go edit lines. Okay, so this means Willie Nee comes up. And then defensively, that means Forsling comes out. McDonough goes in. This might... Oh man, this trade could go either way is the way I see it. This could be a big win or a big loss for us. Oh man, that was a hard trade to take. Okay, so Willie Nee's there, Patty Kane, Ulivi, Hishe, Nolan Patrick, Panarin. Who am I missing here? Bloomstrand I could put there. I should have like 8 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, so let's put Bloomstrand in. Get Bloomstrand some time here. He's a lefty, that's not bad. Sniper, 2-way power forward, okay. Sniper on the point, okay. Not the worst. Kane and Willie Nee, Taves and Ovechkin. Okay. PK, Hishe, spot checked. Oh yeah, and then defensively we want to move. Let's put McDonough on the PK here. Who's better defensively? Okay, 83. 85, so Tulola's better. Okay, let's do that. Put McDonough in here. And let's move McDonough in here. Actually, maybe I put Nolan Patrick in here. Give him some more playing time. Alright, that was a good trade, I think. To be honest, I think we'll come out ahead with that. That's how you win games. Let's get Hishe in here. Nico Hishe, there we go. Same with him. 3-man. Hishe, Kane, Ovechkin, Patrick, Taves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Panarin. Let's get Panarin in here. There. We'll put Panarin in there. And then Ovechkin and Kane. And then get Nolan Patrick in here. There we go. Alright, good. And then we'll move spot check up. The playmaker, that's not bad. Schultz can go there. We do need to bring up a depth forward, I think. Okay, and then the AHL, we need to move. Saros can stay, good. Then we'll put in Zadorov. Not bad. Alright, that was a huge trade. Only time will tell. Okay, we lost our first game since he came back. That's not a good sign. Or since the trade. But it takes a little time for guys to mesh with each other. Alright, how were we doing? Okay, we were pretty close there. Whole team meeting. Positively, I like that. Whole team meeting, good. Alright, oh, that was a big trade there. Essentially for a rental. But I could see why New York would make that trade. Alright. Alright, like this is it now. We've got 2 weeks to test out this trade. It was a huge trade. A third for Brendan Peary. No thank you. Okay, we need a big win here against Dallas. Oh, no such luck. Sakic and Brimanis decline trade. Blake Wheeler we're not really interested in, especially not for that long. Come on, give me a couple wins here to make this trade look really good. Alright, we'll call it Nick Ritchie here. Tyler Mott can go in. Come on, boys. Big wins, that's what we need. Keishay's back. We'll throw him in. I'm liking this better up here. This is a much better first line, although I almost want to move. But a whole line of right-handed guys. I almost want to move someone out of there, but because having 3 right-handed guys is not the best. But I think we'll deal with it for now. Okay, one more week here, then we'll just redo our trade block. One more game. We need a big win here against Vancouver. Make this trade look good. First and third. Decline. Decline. Come on, big win, big win, big win. Yes! There we go, 31, 20, and 10. I will take that record. Not bad, we're 4 points out of first in the division. We're slowly passing the Blue Jays. Let's take a quick look at our stats here now that we've made those changes so we can see where everyone sits here. 55 points by Patty Kane, 51 by Ovechkin, 50 by Taves. He picked up his game real fast. Nolan Patrick 45, Panarin 37, Willie Need 32. All right. The only negative here is Nolan Patrick, but look at that first line, plus 30 almost for Ovechkin. They are just scoring goals. This is probably the best first line in hockey. Plus 30, the best defensive line, first line in hockey too. Like, that's ridiculous. We brought in McDonough. He was a -4. I think he was more negative than that before, but we'll remember that. He's a -4 now. 4 now. You'll leave. He's a +9. I like that. Okay, and then goalie-wise, let's just take a look here. So 2.34 for Matt Murray, 2.69 for Scoville. He actually has 3 more wins. That's not bad. His save percentage went up, so I don't know what happened, but this might be good for this team. Actually, let's take a look here and see how growth is going. Let's see. How's growth looking? Ovechkin's down 16 points. That's not good. But it's not enough to hurt him yet. Just 1 point out of everywhere, essentially. And then Patty Kane is actually down 1 point here. But he's up statistically, so there's that as well. He's not up any points statistically? Wow, surprising. Okay, not much growth other than that. Oh, I should check the AHL. That's one of the more fun ones too. AHL growth, let's see. That's where you see the guys of the future here. Vanden Bush, plus 18. Lamoureux, 18, okay. No one really huge strides, but good. And then let's just do our trade block and we'll call it an episode. That was a long one, guys. I apologize. I don't know if I'll cut any of that out, but you probably won't even know it. Okay, let's edit this trade block. Okay, put Nick Ritchie on there. Let's put who else do we want to put on there? Let's put those 26-year-olds on there. Anyone kind of old? Ooh, Ovechkin's dropping to top 6 now. But we only have him for 4 mil, so that's not bad. 4 mil for 90 overall. I like it. On 2 years left. We can easily trade him next year. Let's get Mott on there. And Tulola. Or, no, you know what? Spot check. Let's give him a chance to play on the third line somewhere else. Because he won't be getting much third line time with us. Not with this lineup. Schmaltz. Sorry, not spot check, Schmaltz. There we go. We'll give them a chance. And I'm going to quickly go through the trade block in case there's any new names for you guys to give us some input. Alright, nope. TJ Oshie. Vetrano. A couple firsts. Goudreau's available. Ooh. At 28? What if we swap Ovechkin for Goudreau, boys? How would that be? Kind of like the idea of picking up Goudreau. Okay. Other than that, Louis Eriksson, Zach Parise, okay, Vlasic. Vlasic would have been a good one to pick up too. I don't know what handed he is. If he's a righty, oh no, okay, that's fine. McDonough instead of Vlasic is kind of a throw up. I don't mind McDonough. I think that was a good trade. Kyle Turris is available at 32 years old. Letang, oh, now Letang's available. Damn it, I would have taken Letang at 88. That's alright. Now defensemen are available, as soon as I make that trade. Okay, good, there you go. There's your options. Let me know what you think about maybe a Goudreau trade, maybe you know, Vlasic or someone. They got high trade values though, so that's the problem. But that'll do it for this episode. For those of you on YouTube, take a look in the description below for more information. YouTube.com/busdriver, Twitch.tv/busdriver, and busdriver on Twitter. I'll spell with an L3US. That's how you spell the bus. Hit those like buttons, hit those follow buttons so you can see when I'm live. Join me in chat. I appreciate when you do. Hit that notify button so that way you guys can see these videos right when they come out and you don't miss a minute. And I need all that input you guys have, so make sure you're in those comments with your ideas. I love to incorporate what you guys think as well. So thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next one.